Awesome. Oh, there's already so many awesome people already in the chat. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Yeah, we have little Cameron. Yes. Hi, Cameron.
Okay.
Woohoo! Aloha, everybody. Yay! So you get to see Cameron. Hopefully, he'll stick around for a little bit. It's almost his nap time, so we shall see. Aloha, everybody.
You need to turn off your volume on your iPad, sir.
Okay, sorry. Perfect. Excellent. Yay! Everybody gets to see Cameron live for the first time. He is pretty darn cute. He's having a lot of fun playing with his toys. We like to call it the Cam Cam. Cameron's camera. So can everybody hear me? And is everything sound okay? Is everything seem in sync? Just let us know in the comments so that we can adjust. Thank you for joining I like calling this sort of our tech rehearsal because we're going to be doing some testing of things, and we're going to also have a little bit of a play along and stuff too. I don't know if you can hear Cameron. He's very chatty. Oh, good. I'm glad everything is looking good and it's nice and loud and clear. Thanks, guys, for letting us know. That's awesome. So our mini online ukulele festival, it was originally going to be just 4 or 5 people, and it just kind of exploded, which is pretty great. Oh, Baba, which is pretty awesome. So the he's so chatty. But the event itself has ended up becoming much larger than we anticipated, but it's also becoming something much larger than ourselves, we feel, and it's just a really wonderful way for us to be able to give back to the ukulele community that has done so much for us, and to be able to share just so many of our amazing friends. They're all so incredible and talented, and it's just really awesome to be able to do something like this. The great thing about it is we're trying to be as organized as possible. We now have the virtual merchandising table set up on our website for them. There's still some updates that are happening, but for the most part, we have the information for most artists. And you can always check that out at any point. It doesn't have to be just during the live stream, and that's craigandsarah.com/minifest, and you should see a big button that says virtual merchandise table. And then we will have festival packets for you to download when it gets closer. Currently, the button says the packets are not ready yet. So if you click on it, nothing will happen. But we will actually have packets for you to follow along during the live stream with different lesson materials, play along songs, etc. That way you can have your packet and join all of the teachers as they go through. And it'll also have some of the teachers' materials on it too, so that you can always visit their websites from the packet as well.
All right, let's see if this works. Oh, there I am.
And there's Craig.
So, again, well, actually, I'll switch for a second.
Yeah.
Oh, you can see Sarah and baby right there. Again, one of our big things for this festival that's happening in exactly 2 weeks was to showcase so much talent that's out in the ukulele world, as well as give back to a community that, Sarah and I met because of the ukulele. We've toured the world because of the ukulele and able to raise a family because of it. So this is our way of really giving back. And the plan for today is kind of talking about what what to expect from the big online Uke Fest in 2 weeks. We have over 6 hours,
Yeah.
over 6 hours of things happening that day, all controlled via the two of us here in San Diego, and we're going to be reaching out to artists via Skype and infusing that within the live stream. That's how you're going to see everything and everyone from the same place. As many of you have already done, make sure you're logged into your YouTube account so you can ask us questions. And while I'm talking about this, please let us know if there's any questions, even now, that you guys can ask in that chat box. And we saw how many Uke events were canceled. It's just there's so I we just wish we were able to tackle this problem earlier, but it is what it is. We can only move forward at this point. So we are doing our best to still get everyone involved and to play music together and share music. And oh yeah, the shirt is awesome. It is from Ben Hassinger, who he runs the Midwest Uke Camp and Mighty Uke Day. Check his stuff out online. Amazing. But one of the things that we wanted to do right was really showcase as best as possible. So we kind of changed the gear up a little bit just to make sure we have access to everything, and we want to again portray that not only is the ukulele an incredible instrument that should be taken seriously if you want it to be, but also the production behind all of the events. There's some really fantastic stuff in the works, and we might play a song just to kind of do a quick sound check if you guys don't mind. Let's see. If you guys do want to play along, let me see if this is actually working, because for some of the online workshop ideas that we're going to be doing, we'll include using the iPad. Let's see. Haha!
Ta-da!
Okay, so let's say we'll do that Elvis song. So after da, 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 da,
Now I am just curious, can folks hear his rocker in the background? Because I'm not totally sure if you can actually hear
I don't
it.
really see it popping up in the audio mix that much.
Great.
What app is this? I am using. Oh my gosh! So the main thing that I'm using is OBS, which is a free software. Okay, I'm glad the rocker's not too loud. That's something we're gonna have to deal with during that live stream on the 11th as
Yes.
well. But OBS is inputting all of the different cameras and control. I have everything kind of linked to a Stream Deck, which is controlling all my shortcuts that I've added, so I could do, like the switch to the iPad screen and everything. It's a metronome. Does
Brian just
All right, let's play a little bit. Please let us know how things sound. I'm gonna put Sarah up in the corner. Let's see. I need to do
yay.
this. Boop. There we go. I think we're in tune. Yeah, close
I-
enough.
I should actually check because I think these strings are new.
Oh, the Note app is Notability. It is one of like my favorite apps of all time on the iPad. Incredibly intuitive. I'll showcase a little bit of why it's our favorite right after this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I didn't write down the bridge. That's all right. A minor to E7.
Sorry.
A minor.
Surely to the
E7.
sea,
A minor.
darling, so it
E7.
goes.
A minor.
Something
D7 to a
are
G minor
meant to
7
be.
to C7, and we'll add the take my hand, take my whole life too. I can't help falling in love with you. Okay.
Nice.
Hopefully that was sounding pretty good. I think there was no clipping, which is always a good thing. Good. Hopefully the skips weren't from our end, because that's always a pain in the butt to try and dial in. Okay. But thank you guys again for joining us. If you're just starting with us, again, the goal today is to kind of go through what to expect on April 11th. We're going to have a lot of featured friends. Actually, speaking of featured friends, let's see if we can give Neo Chin a call first, and then I know Brian's on standby, which is awesome. But let's see. I'm gonna take Sarah off for a second.
Bye.
All right. So this is all like we've never done the whole like Skype integration into our live streams before, so this is gonna be a fun a fun kind of test. So let's see. Let's see.
Calling Neil Chen. Cameron has fallen asleep in his little bouncer.
Oh, I see.
Hey!
Okay, so now I have to do. So this I need to like shortcut stuff later on, but let's see if this is gonna work.
And we're really good. We're really glad that this is working well for everybody so far. Thank you guys so much for writing in the comments and letting us know. I see Neil Chin on the live stream.
There we go. Awesome.
Hey,
Neil Chin, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing excellent. It's a wonderful Saturday here.
Yay!
Awesome. Now, this is where we need some of your feedback in the audience. Please let us know how it's sounding. I'm trying to dial in the audio from here, but again, it's always nice to hear how it sounds from out there. And I gotta say, your lighting setup is looking good, man.
Hey, thanks, huh? I got some pretty good advice from this guy, some Chee guy. I don't know.
And if you haven't checked, watch this. Boom.
You know, it's crazy. I have no idea what it looks like because I can only see myself. So I'm assuming that you're taking care of me, Craig. Wow, look at that.
Crunchy.
Oh.
No, I got the real graphic. There we go.
Oh, where's Calais? Come help me.
So, one of the things that we really want to do is again showcase our friends and other, just everyone involved, and we're gonna have graphics up during every performance, so that you guys can check out more information, donate to your favorite artists, and everyone. You can donate to everyone. There's no limit. But Neil Chin, our ships, our backstory is like our ships kind of passed each other while I left Eugene, Oregon, and Neo moved to Eugene, Oregon, and we missed each other by like that much, but we ended up finding each other via the crazy ukulele scene. And we, I feel like, we all three of us connected really well. We brought Neil on board to some of our uke cruises. Um, he's actually the other featured artist this year. Hopefully, we still have it in August for our ukulele retreat in San Diego. But a fantastic player, fantastic teacher. If you haven't heard Neil play before, well, actually, can you do a quick demo?
Oh,
I want to see
and
how this
before you do
sounds.
that,
Like,
sweetie,
Yeah,
some
sure.
people have said there's a little bit of an echo on Neil, and one person said Neil could be a hair louder.
A
ooh,
hair
okay, good
louder.
to
I can
know. No,
definitely
I can control it, Neil, because I got
adjustment.
I'm yeah. Let me try that. And what I might do, and let me put on headphones too. Let's see if this gets rid of the echo, because
Yeah.
what's happening is some of you're coming out of my speaker as well, but this way.
Let's try
Okay, now we're gonna try this again. Neil, can you talk a little bit, and
that.
let's see if
Hey,
this got rid of that echo.
how's it going, everyone? How's it on this beautiful Aloha Saturday? Hope you folks are staying healthy and safe indoors. I was gonna say
All
out
right,
there,
so
but in there.
Aaron, hopefully you can let us know if you still hear the echo.
Yeah.
And oh, somebody just said that's better.
Oh,
Great.
cool.
Hey,
All
nice.
right, let's play a little bit, Neil.
Sure. Yeah, I'll play a little snippet of this. This is a new tune I'm
The
kind of
echo's all
working on. It's
gone.
one of my
Thank you,
favorite
everybody.
Django tunes there. Oh, there we go.
Ooh.
There we go. Oh. There we go. Almost lost it. There
Oh,
we
show off.
go. I like those chords in there. They're just so eerie sounding. So
Awesome,
fun.
awesome. No, out of curiosity, and I'll talk to you a little bit about some of the things that we'll fool on the mic. I think we'll have you adjust how you're sitting when you're talking compared to how you're playing, because it's always just hard to balance that out from just one setting. But
Sure.
I got your back, because I'll be able to maneuver things while you're
Sweet.
playing. But it's sounding good. Out
Oh,
of
good.
curiosity,
Yeah.
can you explain a little bit about, so every teacher that we're going to feature, I believe, has 15 to 20 minutes during the festival in 2 weeks. What are you hoping to kind of introduce to people?
I'm really excited about this one. It's one of the subjects that I've been really kind of digging into personally, and I want to just kind of share some of the things that I've kind of figured out, I guess. And one of the things I really like doing is playing with chords and adding in extensions into chords. And so we kind of have like a real short lesson on how to add extensions to your dominant seventh chords. So chords like G7 or like D7. So just to kind of add like extra colors, like for example, I always like to make the analogy of colors, but let's say that this is blue. This might be light blue. This might be purple blue, or something to the effect of that.
No, I want to. That's gonna be so awesome. And again, the whole festival, the whole 6 hour plus festival, will be archived and able to watch again and again and again and again, so that you can really dial in, and you don't have to sit there for 6 hours too. You can kind of come in, between things, check it out. Now, Neil, I want to do a quick test. I'm gonna just do
Sure.
we'll do like chords for like Ulu Palakua, and I'm gonna hold down the rhythm. See if you can play along, and
Ah,
for those of you out there, I
okay.
want to see if it sounds synced up to you. I just have to ignore what
Yeah.
Neil's doing to just stay with my own metronome because he's not going to be necessarily super in sync. But we'll see. We'll try it out.
Nice.
I might have missed that.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Well, Faz, that was so hard because I'm hearing everything like a split second after, so I'm just like totally focused. Did that actually sound synced up to you guys? Because this is we're all learning from all what we can do with like our current technology and our kind of setup. Oh, awesome. Okay, so that's it's super tricky.
Good
Oh, but this is
practice.
a
Yeah.
good test. Yeah, it's a good practice. Oh my gosh. Neil Chin, is there anything right now that you're kind of pushing, or and thank you for taking the time, first of all, to not only donate your time for this festival, but even for today, kind of doing a quick demo check and everything too. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah. It's
Uh,
my genuine pleasure. It's my genuine pleasure to hang out with all y'all folks. Plus, it's getting a little bit lonely here at Neil Chin Ukulele Lessons, so it's nice to see y'all.
Now
No,
I know you're doing
no,
Skype lessons and stuff too, yeah.
yes, exactly. I'm doing some Skype lessons. I actually am kind of filling up right now, which I'm very blessed and very happy that all y'all are calling me up and signing up. So thank you very much, everyone, for all the love and support. I do appreciate that. But one of the things too that I'm wanting to do is do a little bit more performing as well. So
Well,
I'm
you
going to
are
be
an
going
awesome
live,
teacher.
hopefully once a week, just to kind of show like what I like to do. So in the beginning of the week, I just usually start off by playing ukulele, and just gonna just turn on the camera just like this and just practice for all y'all folks and do some questions and stuff like that too. So tune in. I'll be on
I
Monday at
heard
10
like
o'clock.
people are making a lot of money by live streaming themselves sleeping. So weird.
Oh, someone's been on Reddit
We
for too
live
long.
in
No.
such a strange time. It's so weird.
I think
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just as odd
Oh my gosh.
the hyper sound ones, right?
Oh,
We should put
the
up
like
camera and eating for those folks.
yeah. Right.
Oh my gosh. Is that GHS product? No, this is just literally the biggest coffee mug that I have. And it happens to be from GHS, which we do love working with. But
And we have some of our giveaways
um,
for the event will actually be some GHS strings, so it'll be really
Nice.
awesome. Oh, can I talk about the giveaways?
oh sure. Let me switch you to the. Oh, nice. Look at that wipe.
So, the really cool thing about our event is not only have all of our friends come together to want to help out, but also sponsors have totally come to help out as well. So, GHS has donated strings that we're going to be giving out throughout the event. Ohana Ukulele has been very generous and has donated Cynthia Lin model Ohana. It's I'm just really excited. And then there's also an Islander by Connie Leah as well, and there'll be some other giveaways that we'll be doing in there. But the reason why I wanted to bring this up was when the festival packets are done, and you go to download them, you're going to be asked for your email address and your name, and that is how you're entered into the giveaways. So even if you're on our mailing list, you still have to fill that out in order to be able to get the packet and also to get put in the drawings for all of the things that we are giving away throughout the day, because we need your email address so we can contact you after the event so that we can find a way to get these items to you. And all of these items, including the instruments, we will ship anywhere in the world, so anyone can win.
Yes. All right, Neil Chin, thank you again so much for joining us. If we don't see you sooner, we'll definitely see you on the 11th. We should have a festival schedule up and running really soon. but the merch page is open, so please check that out at craigandsarah.com/minifest. All
Awesome.
right. All right, Neil, thank
Yeah.
you.
Thanks, Neil.
See you guys around. Take care.
Oh, what a great guy. Okay, let's see. Let's check in to see if our good friend Mr. Tolentino can figure out how to use his iPhone 4. Let's see. Let's see.
Yes.
Yes, today's live stream, just like all our other live streams, will be archived for people to get more information about what to expect on the 11th and some of the tidbits that are here too. I love having a record.
And wow, in Melbourne, Australia, it must be really early in the morning, isn't it? Right now? I feel like the time difference has got to be pretty big. So thank you so much for joining us.
Hey, I see Mr.
Ah.
Tolentino. Okay, let's see. We'll do this. We'll do.
Oh my gosh, 4:30 in the
We'll
morning.
do
Though then again, I was up at
this.
4:30 in the morning feeding a little one, so
Now
I-
let's see. Source.
it's not too bad.
To Brian.
Woo woo.
Oh, there we go.
Hey, what's up, man?
Aloha, Brian.
Wait, hang on.
How's it going?
I am good. How you guys doing? Wait. Wait, no.
So bad.
There you are.
Fantastic.
Wait, no. All right.
So
I can't
so
see myself, so it's all good, man. I don't know where it is. Ah, shucks. All right. I'm on though, right? Am I on?
no, we're all actually just pretending. This whole day was a setup just to pretend that you were gonna go live.
Yes, you are on.
No, so one of the things, Brian,
Wait,
that we might have you
wait.
switch to, you might need to grab some earphones because I think that's what's causing the echo on
Yeah.
a lot of our stuff. So this is something that we gotta kind of. So this is good. I'm so happy we're doing these tests.
Yes, and I ended up during Neil's walking and going and grabbing. I have a set of headphones I grabbed so that I could hear. Though I'm listening to the actual live stream, so I'm actually a little behind with the audio. So I'll have to figure out.
I
How
would-
to
I would
kind
have
of
to
make up
own
for that,
headphones,
since
yeah.
I'll probably
You-
be
I
asking
would have
questions
to
and
own
stuff.
Wait now, wait.
I think your iPhone 3 came with headphones, huh?
I would have to own headphones. Wait. I have.
So
And I love that Cameron can sleep through all of this. He is totally out like light, just sleeping hardcore, which is pretty amazing.
Wait now.
Yeah. 10 o'clock is around his nap time, so we did kind of try to do this in a way that would allow
See how prepared I am?
for him to sleep through a good chunk of the live streams. So hopefully that'll work out. Oh my gosh, I love Brian's headphones. And I
Wait,
think
hang on.
Craig is working on getting a camera set up so that you guys can, if you just need to relax and watch a sleeping child, you can.
all right, let's see if the cam is running.
All right, let's check in with the cam. See if that actually pops up.
All right, now Brian Tolentino. If you have never heard of Brian Tolentino, you're not the only one. But but
Right.
he has been. Brian Tolentino has been such an inspiration for so many ukulele players. And he's very deceiving, not in a bad way, but he's very deceiving on what he can do because he is one of those guys that loves to kind of be in the background and when he wants his time to shine, he'll take it and everything, but he makes everyone sound better just by playing with them. And he's one of the guys that I tend to showcase to people, saying you don't always have to be the lead player. You don't have to be that lead person, you can do so much in the background to really enhance that sound.
Can you repeat that? I didn't hear that. That's right.
Oh, let me
also
practice my
the other thing
graphic
too
thing.
about the other thing about Brian too, that I also like to point out to folks is like you don't have to be, super flashy fast in order to be able to make amazing and beautiful music. One of the things that he's known for is fairy dusting.
Silent but deadly.
We're talking about ukulele, right? Is that what
So
it is?
funny. Oh, this is gonna be. I'm so excited for the 11th. And thank you again for
Yes.
being a part of it, Brian.
Oh no, yeah, my pleasure.
You don't have lights on Oahu.
Wait. It's daylight savings, I think.
This whole live
No?
stream is just going to be trouble. I can tell.
Is that better? Is that better?
Yeah, that
Wait
looks.
there. How's that?
Oh, yeah, that's good. Looks good.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Brian, would you mind doing a quick song to do as a sound check?
Sure. Can you hear that?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Can you hear this?
Oh, I
Okay.
think you gotta clean your strings.
Because I can't hear it. That's why.
Boy, so beautiful.
How's that?
No, you should keep going.
Oh, where was I?
That's sounding so good. Yeah, keep going a little bit.
have
Keep
to
going a
watch-
little bit. I'm tweaking a little bit.
I don't have to watch the video. That's why.
Nice.
My ukulele is tuned low G, but this is an octave higher. You didn't notice, huh? You didn't notice.
Well, I was gonna say you sound so good for a change.
Oh my gosh, the whole live stream is just going to be Craig and Brian giving each other crap.
Now, Brian, for
Yes.
those of you who actually don't know of your incredible kind of library of music, can you share on some of the projects that you've worked on in the past?
Well, in the 4th grade, I played our Mayday program. In the 5th grade, nah. Some of the projects that I have worked on, and this was surprising to Craig. I know. I worked on Hoku Zurumeister's CD.
That was such a
worked on
good CD.
Right there, Helms
Yeah,
CDs.
awesome.
That's it, I think. Nah. I've recorded with Herbo to Jr. We did a couple of CDs together. I'm on like maybe 60 plus of my friends' CDs. Nobody from San Diego yet, but I'm still waiting. But yeah, I love doing that. You know,
They're
when you
saying
have
Brian's voice is
to
a little faint.
do everything in real time, and you bring all your knowledge, that you know, and you just share that, connecting all the analytical with the heart. And for me, that's really big as far as connecting those dots.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, they're here, they're there, to learn all the technical stuff. Yeah, and there's so many great technical uh,
Okay, say
teachers out
something.
there. But sometimes you just need to connect all of that to the heart, and that's kind of how we do it in Hawaii.
Nice. And speaking of being in Hawaii at this really difficult time too, how's everything going down there? I heard you guys just trade in toilet paper and wipes, no?
Gosh, crazy, man. No, because it's shopping is a lot different now.
Yeah.
Because for most of us here in Hawaii, we go to Costco, we pick up, toilet paper, we do all of that stuff. But I don't even attempt to go Costco anymore. The lines are ridiculous, and you can still go to like Foodland, Safeway at times and find stuff. So uh, pay a little bit higher prices, but it's okay. It's the new norm now. So we just do our best and do everything with a positive attitude, and that's all you can ask. That's all you can ask.
Yeah. No, and I always tell people too, it's because my family's still on Oahu, and it's different. Being in California on lockdown is one thing, but like being on an island on lockdown, kind of, it's so different. Like it just,
Yeah.
uh,
Because we're isolated for one, and uh, but it's not bad. It's not that bad because they close the public beaches, but
mm,
here they can't close access to the beaches. So people are still going out to the beach. A lot of people are still going surfing. A lot of people are still going hiking, maintaining the 6 feet distance as far as social distancing. But I drove up to the grocery store yesterday, and kids are still outside playing, and I see people riding bikes, and so it's getting healthier, I guess, with all of this.
yeah.
Uh, we call it Momona virus. Momona is to get fat, yeah. So uh, a lot of us have that now.
Oh my
So
gosh.
yeah, so
Well,
we're doing good though. We're doing good. Thanks for
yeah,
asking. We're just trying to do our best here, you know.
yeah. Well, thank you for all that you've done and continue to do for us in the ukulele world. It just
Ukulele dum.
ukulele dome, yes.
You know,
um,
we
it,
that's what we do, The great thing about learning the ukulele or starting up is there's built-in community
mm,
anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world you can find an ukulele club somewhere, and the ukulele doesn't discriminate. Yeah, from the youngest to the eldest, and that's what puts a smile on my heart, I guess. When we can do these things, mahalo to you and Sarah and Cameron for putting on this virtual uh, ukulele festival, uh, and it just
no, our
helps us
pleasure.
connect. It just helps us connect. The world just gets smaller.
Yeah. Well, I know you've been doing more Skype lessons as well.
Yeah.
Anything else coming up that people can kind of keep an eye out for?
Well, next week Saturday, I no wait. Next month in eight. No wait. Nah. No, I'm gonna be posting more. Got some things coming up. I just had a Zoom uh, Zoom session with some of my good friends, and we're trying to connect the ukulele community.
Oh,
Uh,
I didn't get
because
an invite. You got an invite, Sarah.
Yeah.
Oh.
see, technically I don't have your email address, Craig. Send that to me. I was gonna text you. Uh, and yeah, we're planning another one, and we're just brainstorming. You know how we always brainstorm. We're just brainstorming to see what we can do as artists and as teachers to do. So, uh, yeah, I'll let you know,
Awesome.
Sarah. I'll let you know.
Well, Brian, thank you for taking the time today to do a quick
Yes.
kind of check.
Thank
Test
you.
And
I'm glad we did this.
I know, I know. Your 15 minutes would have been just finding headphones during the festival.
like, it's like, wait, I had a headphone. What is that headphone? You know.
Oh my gosh. But again, check out BrianTolentino.com, an amazing player and instructor.
Thank you, man.
Brian, we love
Thank you.
you.
Love
Much
you.
love to
Love you
the
too.
family. We'll see you
Catch you
soon.
later.
Aloha.
Aloha. Aloha. Bye.
Oh, awesome,
That's
awesome,
awesome.
awesome.
And Cynthia did texting. She's available.
Ooh, okay. We have one more guest to check in with, and we'll be doing some of these throughout the weeks leading up to the festival. Again, if you're just joining us, we're here discussing this thing over here, our big, not so mini online ukulele festival, April 11th. Right here on this channel, it's going to be like over 6 hours
Yes.
of music, of instructions, of demos. It's going to be absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, and on occasion we'll be checking in with the cam. So for those of
Yes.
you that just want to watch a sleeping baby, in fact, could we check in on the cam now?
Ooh, yes, we can check in on the cam. Let's see. Boom.
For those of you that want to just relax and watch a sleeping child, because it's his nap time right now. And his really awesome, I guess you'd call it a bouncer. I don't know. It's really great because it'll just keep rocking him.
Let me
how
do a
he
full
likes.
screen of that. Let's see.
Yeah, there he is.
There we go.
There we go. Yeah, this is one of the most awesome things that we received from my brother and sister-in-law, so that we can still work and he can just chill and hang out.
Yes, and again, our big thing is you guys are not alone. We are separated all over the world, but putting already just in putting this together has been so incredible to see emails and comments and just everyone sharing. So we are going to be doing a lot more to just help put everyone at ease and in our own little way, and we're going to be just sharing as much as we can. And thank you so much for joining us. Again, there's going to be downloadable material
Yep.
on the website.
That'll probably be available a little less than a week prior to the event. We'll make an announcement on Facebook. I'll send a note to our mailing list. And if you aren't on our mailing list, feel free to sign up. We'll also mention at the beginning of the live stream, so if you show up and go, oh no, I forgot my packet, we'll give you a couple minutes to be able to go get it, and all of that great stuff.
Okay, and now
And
let's
the other
switch
thing, too,
Sarah to
about-
the main camera for a second
Yeah.
while we kind of dive
And the other
into
thing
this.
too about the festival material, because it's going to be one packet that we're creating, and gathering all of the information from all of the artists that are involved. And in order to be able to get the packet, you are going to have to give us your name and your email address. And the main reason why you're giving us that information is because you're being put on a list for the giveaways. We need to be able to contact you if you win, and anyone around the world can win. We are having a variety of different things we're giving away, including a Cynthia Lin model Ohana ukulele, an Islander by Kanilea ukulele, some GHS strings, and we are shipping worldwide. So definitely, when you get in, again, the way that you sign up for the drawing is just by downloading the festival packet and giving us your email and name so that we can have you on a separate list. And then we have, we're using one of those apps to be able to randomly pick people. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and there'll be drawings, I think, throughout. We're still kind of working out that schedule, and you do not have to be present to win. It is just if you've signed up and given us your information, you are instantly put into the drawing. So it's really exciting. The other thing we have that's currently up, but we are still working on it, is the artists' virtual merchandising. So every artist that we are featuring, we have all of their merchandising set up, including donation links if you want to donate to them, as well as their website information. And we have them listed in alphabetical order according to first name. And I'm going to be updating that throughout, because I am our webmaster. So
Okay,
anyway,
let's check in.
let's check in with
see.
another guest.
Hi, Cynthia. Vocally you are. I'm gonna add you right now to. Is this it?
We have to do it, right? To talk and not.
Oh, there we go. Woohoo!
There she is. Speaking of
Yes,
Cynthia Lin,
headphones sounds great, just so that we don't get an echo.
Okay. I have my headphones.
Yay! So, Cynthia
Good morning,
Lin, it's good to
friends.
see you.
Wow, I'm impressed with the quality of this feed.
Yeah, it's looking good.
Okay, cool. I think I should turn off the volume
Woohoo!
here. Okay, so I gotta turn off the
Thanks
volume.
for joining us early from Hawaii, by the way.
Thank you for waking me up. It's a team effort. You guys are so cool. I love how Sarah has her own cam. That's awesome.
I know I don't
Like,
share cameras well with other people. I'm just saying. Just
you guys would be like bumping elbows the whole time.
well,
That's so
this
funny.
way, during the live stream itself too, like I could feature her in there. I could run and use the bathroom and
Right.
come back because it's that the 11th is gonna be crazy.
That's
Yeah.
true. With a 6-hour thing happening, we kind of have to coordinate naps and feedings and when we're going to eat and use the bathroom.
Right.
It'll be fun.
And a baby.
Yes.
Lots going on.
Oh my gosh. So Cynthia Lin, a lot of you, not a lot of you, a lot of people know you from the amazing things that you've done in San Fran, and now you are on Oahu doing your thing.
Yes, I am.
Oh my gosh.
Cool.
What were some of the biggest changes for you?
You mean just moving to the island?
Well, I mean, because
I
it
was
is a
just
big lifestyle change, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, it was a very deliberate lifestyle change. Let me just say hi to everybody. I see
Oh yeah.
everybody online here. Hey, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Yeah. Um, oh yeah. Okay. Everyone's just commenting on how good the quality is. You guys are rock stars here. Yeah. I think, you know, in a time of social distancing, moving to Hawaii is about the most socially distant
Mm.
thing you can do. And I have to say, I appreciate it. I feel a little bit more isolated from, city life here. I appreciate that I can still go surfing and swimming in the ocean and uh, most of all, I appreciate that there is such an aloha spirit here that you really feel that the community wants to care for each other, and that's just kind of built into the culture. So I think that's a part of it. Definitely. Well, I had already kind of been ramping up my teaching to be solely online and solely in large online groups, and the fact that right now basically everybody is moving to an online format, even if it's just temporary. I feel like well, I've been really busy the past couple weeks with bringing more people into my Patreon community, and also just doing these online live jams, live streams, just to try to get everyone connected, like this online format, like you guys are doing with this online mini fest, not so mini fest, is like an opportunity to connect people from all across the world. And so I think a lot of musicians might be finding like, oh well, instead of my gig being for say 50 people, now my gig can be for 200 people online. The quality is not quite the same, the feeling's not quite the same, but there is a different kind of connection from being able to share music and just share the moment, the live moment, with people from all over the world. Move back to the Bay Area. I see this comment. I mean, I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. The lure of the ocean and the mountains and the people, all that, they're pretty strong. But I do love my Bay Area community. I was supposed to be in San Francisco today for our 6th annual Beatles Jam. So that's for the group that Lenny and I have, our SF Uke Jam group. We, every year have a huge Beatles Jam, and we have it at a venue called the Freight and Salvage, where we have over 400 people come, and we have a full band on stage. It was me and Lenny and Abe Lagermus Jr. on the drums, and Steven Espanol on the bass, and we were our ukulele Fab Four, and we played, full band Beatles while 400 people in the audience strum along. So for anybody who had come to the Beatles Jam, it was just one of our favorite events of the year. And to have to cancel it was a super bummer, but we're glad to be able to bring it online today. So if you want to tune in to my YouTube at 3 p.m. Pacific, that's noon Hawaii time. You can tune in live for that. Lenny and I will be going live.
Nice.
Although I don't know that it will look as cool as Craig and Sarah's set up here. It will be, we're just gonna live stream a Zoom meeting. So we're gonna see how that works in terms of trading off songs and whatnot. But
Nice.
yeah, it'll be, folks are asking how I blur the background. It's just one of the functionalities in our call.
Of
So
us in Skype itself, yeah.
yeah. Were other people not blurring out their background?
Yeah, well, I'm not really blurring out stuff. I mean, I'm just relying on the lens for this, and even for Sarah, if we
Oh,
switch to
right.
hers, you can see some of that naturally being diffused rather than via software.
Right. Yeah. Craig has fancy cameras. If you guys didn't know, Craig's favorite purchase, I think, is not ukuleles. It's actually lenses.
Well, it was so funny because we're talking with Herbalto Jr. and he was saying like, "Oh, I really wish I could be there to see the moment where you have your son and you're holding him for the first time, and all of a sudden you feel this happiness that you've never felt, this love that you've never felt before." And I'm
Uh-huh.
like, no, I get it. Like I have this really nice lens
Oh,
that we just
jeez,
got.
Craig. Okay, honey, and now that you've had a son, is it the same?
It's pretty close.
Oh, come on.
No. Oh my gosh, but it's been
Yeah.
amazing. It's been amazing. Now, you also are hosting a weekly play along and mini lesson as well, right?
Uh, no, I do. You mean my Instagram show?
Well,
I
I
do.
thought you're doing everything on Saturdays on a weekly schedule now, or
Oh, the YouTube live streams are more of a special event,
mm,
because they're a little bit more to coordinate. I have like like with my following online, in order to coordinate the YouTube live stream, it takes a little bit more work. So I do it more as a special event. I'm doing it right now while everyone's staying at home, just
yeah.
to hopefully give them some focus to their day, a reason to come together and play ukulele. But typically, I go live every Wednesday on my Instagram for 5 at 5, which is 5 songs at 5 p.m. Pacific. And that was a way for me. I started this back when I lived in San Francisco.
Mhm.
It was a way for me to have a weekly gig without having to go anywhere. Yeah,
It's
you
nice.
can
It's
see
nice. Yeah.
I was already on island living. Yeah, because I mean, for all musicians, you have to bring your gear,
Yeah.
to the venue. You have to like do all the setup. You have to deal with like a lot of background noise and all that kind of stuff. And at the end of the day, the gig, as many musicians know, the gig pays you less than like the cost of you even getting to the gig.
No, it's crazy. I
So,
mean, you're absolutely right. Like I used to in Oregon, I used to gig like 4 nights out of the week, and it was like
mm,
sometimes they put you in a place that doesn't even have an outlet to plug stuff in. I mean, it was like
right.
there's so many like problems that would arise, or oh, you're playing too loud. Can you play soft? And
Yeah.
you're not
Well,
even like audible to.
well, and the other thing too about depending on the kind of group that you're playing for, if you're playing for a bunch of people who are super super drunk, like there was a
Oh my
brunch gig I used to do
gosh.
where you like in the very beginning of it was fine, but towards the end it would get so loud, and then people would come up and just say really goofy things
Ugh.
because they had had a little too many of the bottomless mimosas, things like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's nice to not have to deal with that when you have the online stuff.
Right. Yeah. Well, I still wanted a chance to practice, though. So I definitely once I kind of slowed down my gigging. There were some years where I would do like 75 gigs a year, which is a lot for me. I know there are musicians who do more, but 75 gigs a year is like more than a gig a week. And so you just constantly working on your material. So instead of going to a venue to do that, I brought that online. And so I do that weekly on Instagram, and I do it on Instagram just because it's a little bit more casual. When I set it up to do it on live stream, on YouTube live stream, there's just a lot more to manage with the comments and with the getting people music and all that kind of stuff. So and trolls. You guys know? Do you guys get some
Yes.
trolls?
I was so
Yeah.
excited for our first one. I like Sarah was just super frustrated and saddened, and I was like, yes, we made it. We have our first troll.
First troll.
Our first
Oh,
hater.
man.
Yes.
Yes, I know. It can be rough sometimes, just if you're trying
Yeah.
to manage the comments and like talk to the audience, and you're like,
Yeah.
why are all these spammy messages coming? What do I do about it now? So it's just, yeah, different things to manage. And I do, with my Patreon community, I do 3 live events a month. I do a live lesson that is for most of the community, like the $5 tier and up. And then I do a beginner level jam with its own beginner level songbook. And then I do intermediate level lessons, which focus more on, say, like chord melody or inversions, or even, we sometimes do like voice lessons or songwriting, arranging lessons. So yeah, I wind up doing a lot of live events, and then have a little bit more time to focus on my own music. Well, I'm always trying to work towards more time to focus on my own music. But and I'll make a quick plug here that we have a trio album coming out that's with me, Ukulele, and Abe Lagrimas Jr.
That's
And
gonna be amazing.
very excited about it. Our new trio is called Youth 3, and we have a 10-song album that's being mixed and produced by Imua Garza, and
Nice.
it's gonna be out. Well, hopefully soon. We were planning on June, but just depending on how all of this stay at home is going, we'll see how it rolls out.
Well, definitely keep us
Bri-
updated on that. We are super
For sure.
excited.
Yeah, Brian was asking, am I still doing the Whole Foods Jam? Yeah, I do a local jam, the 808 Uke Squad Jam, and we just do a strum along at the Whole Foods in Ward Village. Whole Foods, all gigs are canceled right now, but we are trying to make that a monthly event. So if you are local to Hawaii, you can join us as well for a monthly strum along. Yeah.
Nice. Well,
Yay!
thank
Thanks
you
for the
so
support,
much
guys.
for not only being a part of the online festival, but taking your time out of today to join us for this as well.
Yes.
Thank you guys for
Have a
organizing.
fantastic time with the Beatles Jam today. That's going to be a blast.
Yes, 3 p.m.
Thank you.
Pacific time.
Yes, that's right. 12,
Perfect.
yeah, 3 p.m. Pacific. It's confusing. There's so
I
many
know.
things across the world.
Well, I know you're have your hands in so many different projects. I know we talked about a couple surprise projects maybe down the road that we can try to pull off. We'll see what happens.
Craig's got lots of ideas. I count me in.
But thank you again. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for the call. Should I hang up now?
Oh, I got you. Thanks, Cynthia.
Okay, you got me. Okay.
Okay, so let's do.
So it's
this.
almost 11,
Okay, now.
or it is 11 rather. So I think we're good. Did you want to show people the setup at all, or are we going to save that for another time?
We'll do another sound check kind of thing like this leading up to the festival, so we can test out some of the other artists' setup. So, we make sure everyone's prepared. But again, April 11th, 10 a.m. Pacific time to 4 p.m. We're gonna try and manage to do that whole event from this little setup here. Again, the festival packet will be up and running soon. The best thing you can do to kind of stay ready for this is to make sure you're on our mailing list at craigandsarah.com. We'll let you know anytime there's an update. There's also not only the artists that we're featuring, but there's a lot of ukulele kind of pillars that are helping with the whole industry, and part of it are our vendors, are like Mims Ukes, Uke Republic, Penny Lane. I mean, there's going to be stores that we feature as well that are having some incredible sales during this time, and we're going to be featuring some manufacturers as well. Again, there's going to be a ton of swag that we're going to give away because why not? But again, join our mailing list and we'll update you on everything as it comes along. Again, thank you to all of the amazing artists who are going to be donating their time
Yes.
and that will be featured. Oh, I should put Sarah up in the... There we go. And again, as long as you have access to your YouTube account, you'll be perfect. You can ask us questions in the chat.
Absolutely.
We'll be doing a couple more of these kind of little rehearsal things as we dial in the new gear, as well as test the connection from our other artists as well. And again, thank you guys so much for giving us feedback as we went through today.
Yes.
We dialed in a lot and learned a lot as we kind of went through it as well. But again, if there's things that you want to email us about, visit craigandsarah.com. You can let us know if there's anything that you want to mention that you didn't want to make public in the chat.
Yes.
Oh, and one last thing, we do have an ongoing sale, or not sale, but discount code for our online school at artistworks.com.
Yes.
We've been so thankful to our artistworks students, especially during this time. We've been building this school for about 4 years. And my little plug for that is there's hours upon hundreds of hours of pre-recorded material, but when you're getting stuck on something or you want help on a song that you're doing for an open mic or performance, you get to submit a video of yourself and we give you video feedback as well, so you still get that nice kind of one-on-one but all at your own pace. The code for that is FEST15, I believe. Let me double.
And we'll write it in the description as well.
Yes, we'll update that, but I believe it's FEST15, and you'll get a 15% off any of the subscription prices that you purchase with that. But huge shout out to our ArtistWorks students. Thank you guys so very, very much. Keep an eye out on our Facebook or mailing list for the next time we do one of these demo checks. And I'll try to set up the GoPro behind me to showcase kind of my setup and how I'm going from camera to camera and via Skype with our remote guests as well, if you guys are interested in learning about that as well.
Yeah.
But really, thank you guys so very, very much for joining us today, and we hope to see you on April 11th. And again, that whole festival will be saved and archived, so you can watch all of the lessons and performances if you missed it live. Yes, thank you guys so very much. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for Neil, Brian, and Cynthia for joining us for today's kind of demos. Yeah. Aloha.
Aloha.
Bye.